The Weeki Wachee River is one of the most popular paddling destinations in Florida. But should you worry about alligators in there? Let's find out. A little while back, I did a video about what to expect and some of the things that you should know before you ever go kayaking or paddling on the very popular Weeki Wachee River. That's a really popular weekend destination for boaters, kayakers, paddlers, canoers, swimmers, and it can get pretty crowded on the weekends. It's a very popular destination. And something I didn't address though, and a question that has come up a few times is, are there alligators in the Weeki Wachee River? Well, the short answer is yes. Of course there is. One of the very first laws of nature about Florida is that every body of fresh water in Florida that's bigger than a drainage ditch probably has an alligator in it. No exceptions. That means that every retention pond, every lake, every river, stream, swamp, and spring is a potential gator habitat. But the truth about the Weeki Wachee River and running into alligators is a bit more complicated. So are alligators something you really need to worry about if you're planning to go paddling or swimming in this river? Not really. Not something you really need to worry about. According to Weeki Wachee Springs State Park, there may be alligators in the river, just like every other river in Florida, but they're actually really rarely seen by visitors here. The Weeki Wachee is a cool, clear, spring-fed river that's always busy with lots of human visitors, and gators, they're pretty shy. They don't want to be bothered by us, and they like to stay in the quieter, marshier, and murkier parts of the river, away from all that action, away from all the paddlers, boaters, and swimmers that can make this river a pretty crowded, chaotic place, especially on weekends. And in the rare occurrence that you do actually see one here, well, it's far more likely to scurry and swim away than anything else. Alligators are actually really skittish. They're not usually a threat to humans unless provoked, so if you do see one, just leave it alone and keep on paddling. It's an old cliche, but it's pretty true. Gators are a lot more scared of you than you should be of them. But whatever you do, don't feed them. Don't feed any alligator you see anywhere in the wild. Because feeding an alligator only teaches them to associate people with food, and then they will start approaching people expecting a snack, and they can eventually get aggressive with people to make sure they get fed. And then an aggressive gator like that has to be taken away by the Florida Fish and Wildlife folks, and they don't send those gators to that farm upstate. They kill them. There's actually an old saying, a fed gator is a dead gator. So the best thing you can do for a gator in the wild is just to leave it alone, leave it be. But getting back to Weeki Wachee, yeah, there may be alligators in the Weeki Wachee River, just like every river in Florida, but they're rarely seen. They're scared of people, it's a busy river, and they're really not anything you need to worry about if you come here. Thousands of people come out here to paddle on this river every year, hundreds on the weekends, and there has never been an incident. Seriously, one of the things I kind of complained about in my original video is how crowded this place can be, especially on weekends. And with all that human activity this place sees, the gators really want nothing to do with any of that. They're going to be hiding in the marshy, murky parts of the river that you're never going to go to as a paddler here. But Weeki Wachee is a pretty famous place. It's crystal clear waters, stunning scenery, and it's a beautiful place to visit and explore, and it's definitely worth checking out. And before you do, maybe come check out that other video that I did on what to expect while paddling here. I'll link to that one in the description and at the end of the video. And thanks for watching. If you're into this kind of thing and want to learn a little bit more about fun things to do around Florida, from the state parks to the theme parks, please hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and all that stuff. Thanks. We'll see you next time.